Hey, Keller Williams, Fairfax Gateway, it's Rick. Winterizing your real estate business. Step number 4, the expireds. Oh, and by the way, November is looking awesome. We've got ratified contracts all over the place. We've got new listings coming in. It'll be the best November in this market center's history. So congratulations, you're winterizing your real estate business. But let's talk about step number 4, the expired. The expired listing. Now what happens typically is this time of the year we see more and more expireds become available, and it's quite simply because of this. And the contract strategy that the seller had originally with their past agent, what they thought about was, let's go ahead and put it on the market up until about the holidays. And if it hasn't sold by the holidays, what we'll just simply do is take it off the market and we'll just relist it in the springtime because it'll be easier to sell. Now I want you to pause right here. I'm going to ask you a question as a real estate professional. Do you think it's going to be easier to sell their home in the springtime when there's more competition, or harder? Well, the answer is it's going to be harder. That's a script, by the way. That's the same question that you should be asking the expireds. And you need to have your scripts and dialogues down for the expireds when you contact them. So do this. Set up your MLS to pull up expireds and pull them up daily. I used to get up in the morning, have my little fuzzy slippers, my cup of coffee, and I pull up expireds. Now I had my back seat full of expired packets, okay? And on the front of that expired packet it says, do you know your home may be off the market? And it had all my information on the front of it, and then had information on the inside about the expired listing and what my value proposition was. Now what I'd do is on the way to work, those expireds that I would pull up, I would cross-reference them, make sure they hadn't been relisted, okay? And then what I'd do is I'd simply stop by their door and I would knock on the door, and believe it or not, 50% of the time somebody would come to the door. And if I couldn't get them at the door, what I would do is I'd leave the packet. Now I started rolling up the packets and putting them in their garage door handle because a lot of people don't come through the front door. But then I'd get calls back, and sometimes I get people that are mad. What do you mean my home is not on the market? Well, the reason I put it there is that most likely the real estate agent let the home expire and did not contact the seller to get it relisted. It happens. And you know what? The sellers really appreciates the fact that you know more about their listing than their last agent did. So they're more apt to talk to you about that. So keep that as a strategy in your mind. Okay? And what we want to do is we want to have market facts and figures, and we want to get in front of them and close to an appointment. We can't do anything over the phone. So if we're calling on the phone or if we're standing out in front of them on their doorstep, what we need to do is close to an appointment. Okay? Mr. and Mrs. Seller, let me ask you, when you put your house back on the market again, are you just wanting to list it again, or are you wanting to sell it this time? Are you wanting to sell it? Do you know what I do to get a home sold? Great. This is what I want. I want to make an appointment so I can come and show you if that's okay. Okay? Got to know your scripts and dialogues. So let's really concentrate on the expireds. Look for them, make it a daily regiment, focus on them, because most likely you haven't been. So pure physics dictates if we focus on something, we're going to get a benefit from that. Okay? So start looking at expireds, start pulling them up daily, okay? And let's get out there and increase our real estate business this winter. And you have a great month today.